So for my next video on the Series 12 from the DC Universe Classics, we're going to take a look at Copperhead. Now, Copperhead makes his first appearance in The Brave and the Bold number 78 in 1968. He's probably one of the more obscure characters, only having a couple of appearances, and oftentimes used as basically cannon fodder. But that's alright. You need those guys in the comic book world. You need those guys that are just after money, don't have any big plans. He's got some pretty nice details. Snake scale, skin pretty much all over his body except for his boots, trunk, and gloves. Nice snake helmet with a pretty cool face underneath. I love that face sculpt, even if it's hard to see. That's a guy who's evil and he's relishing whatever he's doing. I just love that expression. He's like, I love being a superpowered snake person. Though he is the stiffest out of all my DC Universe classics. This guy has so many stiff joints that it's a welcome change of pace. Too often you get, especially with the last wave, the figures were very loose, and I think the reason why this guy his joints are so tight is because of this nice glaze that they gave him to give him that snake-like shimmer and shine. Now, that's my theory. So, articulation, he's got the basic DC Universe articulation. Arms forward and back, in and out, swivel, bicep, bend at the arm, elbow, rotate at the wrist, abdominal articulation, waist articulation, legs forward and back, in and out, thigh swivel, knee bend, ankle bend. Very nice. Head articulation too. Really good up and down movement. I think that's so you can see his expression on his face, obscured by the snake helmet, which is also actually painted pretty nicely too. Very nice eyes and nose. The fangs here could have been a little bit larger. Overall, in a surprise, the only thing this character is missing is that he's supposed to have a tail, and it's part of his suit, very much like the Scorpion from Marvel. And I think there's a way they could have done it, and it's a missed opportunity. Kind of a little bit disappointing that there wasn't one, as there's not much of a backstory to him. He's just a guy that is a contortionist and came up with this snake inspired suit, was bulletproof and covered in a slippery gel, so he could not only could he squeeze into places, but he could, people tried to grab onto him, he could slip out of their grasp. He's got these fangs which are tipped with the poison from, believe it or not, a copperhead snake. Thus he can use that to incapacitate, even kill. Now, there's not much to this guy. We don't even have a real name for him. He did abandon his suit when he made a deal with the demon Neron for more power, and he received this more snake-like, half-human, half-snake body. So all his powers that he derived from his suit were now part of his actual body. That Copperhead was killed by Kate Spencer, Manhunter. He showed up in Blackest Night as a Black Lantern. He was listed as John Doe among the fallen villains that were stored in the Justice League satellite. There is a Copperhead that showed up in the Terror Titans team that was in Teen Titans. However, is no connection to the previous Copperhead save for the suit and basic powers. So that's really it. Not much to him. That very gleeful face sculpt just really makes the figure. Revelry in being a bad guy that really makes this character stand out. Even though it is minus the tail, it's still a good figure. So, and of course, being part of Wave 12, they come with buttons, and this is the button. Until my next review, so long.